19 years old.
Now he's 20, garnered enough experience.
Oh! Wow, that was just a clean 1-2. No defense by Alolod.
Alolod slowing down as well.
Yeah. His arms are starting to drop here as well, Rico.
Oh, he gets hit. Oh!
And referee. Elmo Coloma, Architect Elmo Coloma will be our third man in the ring for this one. As soon as the whole population of Ifugao province leaves the ring, we will begin this bout for the vacant Philippine Boxing Federation Bantamweight Championship. And we heard the resume of both fighters as Boy Villanera was announcing them. Here's Architect Elmo Coloma.
Lagi protektahan ninyo ang sarili niyo at sumunod lagi sa mga utos ko. Maliwanag ba? Sige, magkamay kayo at good luck sa inyong dalawa.
And again, looking back at those records, Benazir Alolod, 12 wins, 19 wins and 12 losses, 7 wins coming by way of KO. This guy ruled the light flyweight division for several years, winning the PBF, the Philippine national title. So he's no pushover to the undefeated Carl James Martin.
You know, Carl James Martin already outside when he was stepping in. Pops in his jab to establish. Goes to jab, straight hook already. Very, very nice, crisp shots for Martin.
And a lot of people are saying this fight, despite being scheduled for 10, will not make it to 10 rounds.
You know, Martin looks like a very crafty fighter. Snap on the foot.
Yeah, and he doesn't do much of the dancing that you see from other fighters. This guy is flat-footed, and he assassinates people. I mean, I remember what he did to Pechorhe Coquette Jim in the 3rd round. He just decked him out of the blue. Cold one-hand strike.
It's that fast switch muscles.
Yeah.
Looks like he's training. I don't know what they're doing at the Ifugao province, but it's training.
And Benazir Alolod, again, no pushover. This guy also knows what he's doing. But the nice thing about Alolod, the 4 bouts that I've covered for him before, after the 1st round, if he survives the 1st round in this one, by the way, after the 1st round, he's a different fighter because he now adjusts to his opponent.
So he collects that data.
Yeah.
Make sure. So what it could be for Martin, what he needs to do is just start fast. That's the main thing. Don't allow him to get that data. I think he just hurt us.
Well, combination there was dropped again by Carl James Martin, and the crowd here knows that this is going to be a short bout. The question is, who's going to end up with the victory here?
Great stiff jab. He tries to go for that lead uppercut, failed to do so. But the footwork of Martin is something else. Great counter punches by Martin as well. Very snappy shots.
Carl James Martin now trying to employ the jab to set up the power punches, and all of the shots that he takes are actually power punches. I've actually heard a comment before that he could be Bruce Lee reincarnated into a Philippine boxer.
It could be. He's very quick and snappy. Remember, he's 20 years old. Only great body shot already stuns the 28-year-old Benacera Lulod.
Again, they call him the Wonder Boy. His last Philippine opponent before this, he had been going up particularly against the Thai fighters. His last Philippine opponent, we saw him earlier, Vincent Bautista.
Oh, that match. Yeah. That other one could have just been a tune-up, right?
Yeah. So Vincent Bautista, his last opponent was way back in October 28, 2017. So he's been fighting fighters out of Thailand ever since. But now he has an opportunity to actually win a PVF crown.
Is that jab? He's smiling. That great jab right now. Now the switch stance of Alolod. What Alolod needs to do is just really work. Take him apart. Take him apart. Work slowly. Work slowly. You can't go with the 20 to 28. That's a whole different thing. That's round number 1.
Look at the confidence shown by Carl James Martin as round number 1 comes to an end.
Basta dito lang kamay ha. Kahit anong palo yan, basta dito ha. Huwag ka magkumpiyansa.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this right now. Benacera Lulod turned pro 10 years ago from Santa Rosa City, Laguna. Reminiscence of Edwin Valero last fight, a loss to a 10th round unanimous decision against June Balaso last May 4th, 2019. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Carlos Jaime Martin Last fight he won via first round TKO. Noel, you were talking about this fight.
Yeah, we actually saw that here. That was held in the Philippines against Yuti Chai Wanawong. And look at that. Look at the power. Saying that it's all clear right now. Like they fixed the problem, at least for the moment. Round number 2 is underway. Noel Zarate alongside Rico Robles in our supporting main event for the vacant Philippine Boxing Federation Bantamweight Championship between Carl James Martin in the red trunks, trimmed in gold, and Benazir Alolod.
Martin is undefeated.
Yeah.
13-0, 12 KOs. Benazir Alolod trying to get it back.
Well, Benazir Alolod, his last 4 bouts has actually been on a roller coaster ride. His last bout was actually a loss in the 10th round against Jude Lazo, as you said. But before that, he won via TKO. And before that bout, he lost a unanimous decision. But before that bout, he won again by a TKO.
So this is actually, well, a circle of life for him. Let's see if it'll work in his favor this time.
Right, it should be. He should be scheduled for a win after that roller coaster we just mentioned. And we were talking about Carl James Martin, of course, knocking out 12 of his 13 opponents. The last time he did not knock out an opponent, you'll have to go back to October 28, 2017. And make that April 19, 2017, when he went up against Jason Buenaobra. That fight went the distance, 8 rounds. And of course, Carl James Martin won that one. The only non-knockout win in his professional career.
But right now, this fight is Rock'em Sock'em Robot. That's what's happening. Martin is throwing a lot of big shots, and Alolod is just accepting it. But then Alolod's trying to see where he is and throwing shots as well. Tanggap lang ng tanggap.
Yeah,
na parang Alolod si Alolod.
Well,
yan nangyayari.
He's got a solid chin, that's for sure. But can he just survive the power? I mean, he can't just keep absorbing shots now from Carl James Martin.
And Carl James Martin, even his movements world class.
That was a swing and a miss, almost cost him there. And a solid shot there coming from Martin. And Martin has pinned Alolod against the ropes.
Great moves by Martin. Staying focused. You remember the rules of boxing. Protect yourself at all times.
That is now 8 shots coming from Martin with no reply from Alolod.
Martin just gave him a cute smile. You know, it's like, hey, is that all you got? Show you head movement. Oh, nice shot. This kid's special. This is my first time to witness this guy in action. A great head movement.
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing him go up against the Filipino, because he usually goes up against a Thai fighter and continues to, just goes on to demolish a Thai fighter. Final seconds, though, of round number 2. So Alolod has done well to survive the onslaught. And he's trying to finish this round strong. And I'm like a ghost. You can't hit me. That's what Carl James Martin is saying to Benazir Alolod as round number 2 comes to an end. The bout is about to begin with the way he's looking.
In between, here we go. Let's take a look at a replay with a step back right there. Successful connecting. He didn't stop. That's the main thing. You know, when you're in that situation, just keep on throwing, because the rules are protect yourself at all time. Goes, you know, a long way. Now with Martin in this round, what he showed here is that distance management, great shotting, is working its way.
Watch out for this kid. And we say kid, he's only 20 years old.
Alolod now challenging him to go toe-to-toe.
Yeah. Alolod now starting this round strong. Martin has 7, 8, 9 consecutive jabs connecting to the head of Benazir Alolod.
I want to see this kid's amateur record. He looks very, very good. He looks like he's going to be taking those belts that he got. He's going to add some more. Either Muhammad Ali shuffles on him right now.
Yeah.
He's just clowning right now to get
but
that
he's got
win.
a serious face while he's doing it too. He's smiling a bit.
Setting up some traps. That's what he's trying to do. Making sure Alolod will try to launch in there and counter to get that knockout.
He's evading well as well. Talking about Carl James Martin.
What Alolod needs to do is hit the body. You know, he's headhunting. That's what he's been doing, and Martin knows that. as he just keeps on slipping and slipping and slipping. Once again,
Problem is, Martin is too fast for Alalod to even keep pace with. He wants to keep him in front of him, but Martin all of a sudden just pulls out a move and slips to the side. And luckily for Benazer Alalod, he hasn't been hit yet.
remember that double end bag you mentioned at the
Yeah,
gym?
yeah.
Yeah, this is when you work on a double end bag, you'll be easily hit him. But again, hit him in the body and the head will follow. So all you got to do is hit him in the body. But Alalod's still trying to work on that head. He's getting,
Oh, he just missed that one. Just grazed the chin of Benazer Alalod. That would have sent another guy to heaven. Good combination here, though, by Alalod.
You know, well, what you come to notice as well, when Alalod throws a hook, he doesn't raise his other hand. But that's how you check a hooker, is by throwing a hook as well.
Right. Oh, Alalod showing some fight here, connecting to the head of Carl James Martin as we have less than a minute remaining in the third. Alalod now making Martin miss.
Great jab, San Martin.
Carl James Martin now going to the hook as well. And this is starting to become a tough round to score. Let's see who can finish strong in the final half minute.
I would love to spar with this dude. He's excited.
Oh.
He's hard to miss. Look at him. He's like a Pernell Whitaker. That's his hand right there. The late, great Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah.
All you boxing fans out there.
Almost got away with a combination there as well. Be a tough round to score here, Rico. Final seconds of the third. Uh-oh.
Nice shot.
Uh-oh. Well, not tough anymore. It looks like Carl James Martin steals the round from Benazer Alalod.
Juarez! Lopez! Juarez! Lopez! Yung ano, yung sa likod, sa likod. Huwag ka magalala dito sa likod. Pre, hawakan yung sa likod. Yung ba? Ay. Magkano sila mga balik?
Let's take a look at a replay right now with slick moves of Carl James Martin. That's the jab. Jab buffet, as they say.
Yeah.
He tried to do it to the body as well by Alalod.
Yeah, Alalod had his moments there, but towards the end of that, Carl James Martin just turned up the heat and took that round. So unofficially, we have the first 3 rounds for Carl James Martin. Not that Benazer Alalod has not been doing much, but he's just up against somebody he's got to step up his game against.
On the later rounds, the question, will Carl James Martin still take weight?
Right.
You know, his last fight was a first round TKO. So here we go, he's working the body already.
Against Gokye Jim, this happened. He dropped Gokye Jim for the first time in the 3rd round. By the 5th round, nothing was going to happen.
Oh, great combination by Martin.
And this is where Martin
Nice
does
hook.
his damage.
What he's doing right now, though, is level changing. He's trying to set him up for a check hook, trying to invite him in. Once he steps forward with a jab straight that usually all the Manny Pacquiao fans would throw, he's going to throw a hook. Martin will.
Look at the respect also being shown now by Carl James Martin. He knows that Alalod also has fast hands and good foot speed to keep up with him.
But great head movement by Martin. It is rare that I see this here in the Philippines. You know, oh, nice shot.
As a left-hand lead.
Reminiscence of Dodi Ahas Nietes.
Yeah, coming out of nowhere with that one. And now Alalod is backing up Martin.
Again, Alalod not going for any body shots. He's a headhunter.
Yeah. Martin is just going for everything, though. Barely escaped that.
See, that was a bolo punch.
Yeah.
Some of those punches that you only see from Riddick Bowe.
Stiff jab just misses again for Carl James Martin.
Martin no longer playing. Oh, what a
Gets
counter.
tagged there by Alalod, though, with the right hand, and Martin is staggered a bit after that.
Martin gone on serious mode right now.
Yeah.
Punches and bunches he's throwing.
It's 4 straight, connecting to the head of Alalod, but he better be careful. That's why he's showing a lot of respect now for Benazir Alalod. Alalod does have the hand speed to get through the defense, just like right there, Rico.
Great counter punching by Alalod. Oh, nice one by Martin.
Alalod, they're now trying to exchange power punches. And if that is so, Alalod's at a disadvantage.
If you could only see the people here in Mandaluyong, everybody's standing with their cell phones recording.
Oh, they know they're in the presence of somebody. And I'm talking about Carl James Martin, who could be a future world champion. But Alalod is giving him a run for his money. And again, this is a vacant title they're up against, so it's anybody's game. It's anybody's trophy.
Nobody won it, nobody lost it.
Yes. Someone's got to pick it up, though, today.
He's got to keep on throwing. Martin changing his pace.
And Alalod still can't solve that jab, but they do exchange right hooks. Final seconds of the fourth. Oh! Martin gets staggered. And Alalod finishes strong.
What an interesting
Wow,
round.
was that enough to win it, though?
One thing for sure, you never count a former champion out. And that's what they're fighting for. Fist of the future. This is the vacant PBF Bantamweight Championship.
Right.
Great showing by Benazir Alalod in that last round.
We gave him that last round. We gave round number 4 to Benazir Alalod, despite the early onslaught by Carl James Martin. It is what Alalod did in the middle part, even towards the end of the round.
Some counters. Counters is playing a factor. Now, you did mention, Noel, earlier that the collection of data, yeah, I think he's actually redeeming it right now.
And Alalod and his corner know exactly what to do. Question is, can they execute? Oh, nice 1-2 combination coming from Carl James Martin as round number 5 gets underway. Noel Zarate still alongside Rico Robles for Fists of the Future, brought to us by Signal. And Mandaluyong Gym is rocking right now.
Alalod playing the brave man fight. Throw it at me. Come on, I'll take it. I'll take it. He has to take note that this guy got 12 KOs in his record in his 13 fights.
We've seen a lot of upsets happening, and if Benazir Alalod does win this, it should be recorded as an upset. Remember, James Buster Douglas, an 8-1 underdog against the great Mike Tyson, and he dropped Mike Tyson in Tokyo.
And the corner wasn't even ready when Mike Tyson got dropped.
That's right.
Because nobody was expecting that.
And the same thing with Manny Pacquiao against Juan Manuel Marquez, December of 2012. Walked into a foot.
A foot that had a sandwich behind it.
Right. And Manny Pacquiao, of course, got knocked out in the 6th round by Juan Manuel Marquez. Can it happen here? Although Carl James Martin is now fighting out of the corners. The corner traps that Benazir Alalod is setting.
But you know, I worked for Alalod in the last round is that every time Martin would throw, he would throw.
He would counter
too. He would stun Martin. So he's trying to lure him in that way,
Oh.
but Martin is fighting him smart.
However, Alalod got rocked with that body shot, trying to stay out of the way of these punches, but he's hurt. Alalod is now covering up, and referee Elmo Coloma is looking very closely at the development. Still no answer here from Alalod. Tries to tie him up. He cannot tie him up. And down goes Alalod.
Down goes Alalod. Took all that punch.
7.
Does he still have enough?
Yeah, he just nods his head right now a little reluctantly. But that was like a 16-punch beauty put together by the 20-year-old from Ifugao. It could be a matter of time here, Rico.
If he's Alalod, he is getting rained on.
Can he survive this? He only got 27 seconds left in this round.
He needs to survive the round. He needs to survive the round. If I were him, I would tie up. I would lean against the rope and tie up.
15 seconds. He's not going anywhere, though. At least now he's trying to punch back. Final seconds of the 5th.
Switching his stance right now is Alalod.
And that's going to do it for the 5th round. Officially a 10-8 round for Carl James Martin. And that all started when he got trapped in the corner, spun him around, and executed about 16 punches, leading to the knockdown, Rico.
And he took all the punches, survived it. Could that be a strategy? We don't know.
Yeah,
but the
again,
thing there is, the way he threw those punches, those combinations.
look at that.
That's that counter earlier.
But here is where it started. When Carl James Martin got out of the corner, this was the number of blows. He just kept on backing up until there was nowhere to go but down.
He was looking for the ropes, but the ropes didn't save him that time.
And this was towards the end of the 5th round. Complete domination there shown by the 20-year-old from Ifugao Province. From Lagawe, Ifugao Province, actually.
You know, we're starting to discover why they call him the Wonder Boy. Touches. He has punches and bunches when he needs to step it up. That one could have been stopped.
Right.
He had an opportunity. He's going to go to work again. He made adjustments as well. Just fighting off the pocket. He's not as shifty as earlier, but fighting off the pocket will invite your opponent to actually make mistakes, then you make them pay.
So now the aggressive start belongs to Benazir Alulod, throwing a few jabs to try to get the round in his favor, at least on the early part. And Carl James Martin, remember, we gave the 4th round to Benazir Alulod, and maybe the corner as well of James felt that they lost that round. That's why they stepped it up in the 5th. However, Carl James Martin gets hit on the side and doubled up for a moment.
Oh, nice shot over there. Multi-level boxing, faking the low and aiming the high.
Now the problem is, Rico, is the power still there for Alulod after getting knocked down in the 5th?
I think Alulod's listening to us now that he's working the body. He has to work the body to be able to negate the head movement of Martin. Now Martin now is seeing it. He's inviting him to go to the body. But with the uppercuts that's waiting for him when he slips and what we call that shot is called a mustard on the shot, wherein you invite the person to throw the shot and you lean back and you throw an uppercut, then a hook. It's what Bernard Hopkins threw to Felix Trinidad in 2001 that knocked out Felix Trinidad.
So right now, Benazir Alulod is going on a counter-punching expedition. That's a throwdown.
That's a push.
Yeah. So they have to come out of the neutral corner, or the neutral zone. I was about to say neutral zone, back to Star Trek, right? Coming out of the neutral corners. Now it's usually during stoppages like this where Carl James Martin actually regains his bearings and goes back to the game plan. Just exactly what's happening right now.
Punches in bunches. He kind of got headbutt earlier, but then he didn't mind before this exchange.
No reply. I've lost count of how many punches connected there from Carl James Martin.
Bring it on, Alulod says. Let's go. He's switching stance. When there's an exchange, a heavy exchange, he would switch to a southpaw stance. Oh, nice shot by Martin.
Oh, nice counter, though, coming from Alulod. So now Martin, the last time he went the distance was 2 years ago. This is the deepest any fighter has taken him since that time.
See, the spring in his leg has changed. He's just standing there, doing more head movement, but the leg movement is not as much as this bouncy as the earlier rounds.
Final seconds of the 6th round, scheduled for 10 for the vacant Philippine Boxing Federation Bantamweight Championship.
Here we go. Let's take a look at our corner right now. A replay of our previous round. There's that body shot that Noel was talking about that wobbled James Martin, but he still went back to work.
Yeah. So this was the number of punches, double-digit punches with no reply from Benazir Alulod. Now you got to give it to Alulod. He has stretched this to a 7th round. This is scheduled for 10. Now going back to the point you were making, Benazir Alulod might actually be conserving his energy for a big as we approach the championship rounds, which is a little later on. Will he have enough strength to get that job done?
You know, this one is similar to what we've come to witness with Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
That an undefeated fighter, just like Keith Thurman on the Carl James Martin, going against a veteran. A veteran that's going to take it to the later rounds. So you have enough because, you know, his previous fight was a unanimous decision loss, a 10-rounder.
Yeah.
So he's looking, that could be probably the game plan, Alulod's game plan. Take him into deeper water, let him gas out, then finish him from there.
I personally haven't seen Carl James Martin this deep into a fight. That was a 5th round win against Pechor Haycock at Jim, a 1st round win against Yuti Chai Wana Wong. That was his most recent bout, just last June. And again, the last time he was actually brought to the distance was way back in April 19, 2017 against Jason Buenaobra. That fight went the distance, unanimous decision win for Carl James Martin in 8 rounds.
And he was 18 years old that time?
He was 18 years old.
Now he's 20, garnered enough experience.
Oh! Wow, that was just a clean 1-2. No defense by Alulod.
Alulod slowing down as well.
Yeah. His arms are starting to drop here as well, Rico.
Oh, he gets hit. Oh!
Waves him off. It is a TKO win for the new Philippine Boxing Federation Bantamweight champion, Carl James Martin. But what a bout that was.
What an action-packed bout, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a 7th round TKO for Carl James Martin. Now we're going to see a few of the highlights in just a moment for the 20-year-old from Lagawe, Ifugao province. And nothing to be ashamed of if you're Benazir Alulod. He's definitely gotten the respect now of Carl James Martin. And maybe these fighters go up against each other again in the future. But that was quite a tactical fight, a tactical game plan brought in by Benazir Alulod to stretch this fight to the 7th round, Rico.
You know, the game plan was proper. It's just the body couldn't take it.
Yeah.
The mind was there. He just took so much that his body just gave out. It's as simple as that.
Well, the ring might give out right now as the whole Ifugao province has entered the ring once again. Here we go for the final moments of the bout.
Great shot right there. The power is there inside, outside. A lot of bravado made him pay. It's as simple as that.
Right. There was no way Elmo Coloma was going to have Benazir Alulod respond to that punishment. But again, nothing to be ashamed of for Benazir Alulod. So the decision is already, or the official time now, is with Boy Villanera.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Coloma calls a halt to the bout at 1 minute and 31 seconds of the 7th round. We have a winner by a technical knockout, and now the new PBF Bantamweight champion, Carl James Martin.
But deep down inside, Carl James Martin is breathing a sigh of relief. That was some fight brought to him by Benazir Alulod as he now takes the belt